The main reason why people are unable to finish a Bikram yoga class a lot of times is because they have a demon. I have people in class that are 70 years old, 75, and they do the whole class no problem. They're sweating, they're doing all the postures perfectly right, feet together, wrists together, everything's in a line, and they do all 90 minutes and they're like 80 years old practically. I have people that are in their 80s, one lady who's 80 something. And then you'll get some conceited, narcissistic, self-important 30-year-old, 40, 20-something, and they just can't do it. They can't do it. Why? How come an 80-year-old woman can do it and a 20-year-old woman can't do it? The 20-year-old has to do this and just move around, and they can't just be still. The reason why is because the demon can't survive the environment. The student is identifying as the voice in their head, in their mind. This demon is basically harvesting their negative emotions. And if you're able to make it through an entire class, this is going to like largely alleviate a ton of negative emotions. Every time you do a full Bikram class and you leave the class, everyone's happy. Everyone's like, haha, how are you? Oh, it was a good class, you know? Everyone's smiling and happy. A demon is going to harvest your negative emotions. That's what it does. So there's literally an invisible etheric body made of light, made of a frequency. It's made of light and warmth or cold or something, and it's invisible, and it's constantly harvesting the negative emotions. If you're able to go through a Bikram class and actually fucking do it and not be lazy, when the class is over, you're not going to have any negative emotions anymore. And so then what reason would the demon have to be on you? That's the only reason why the demon's on you, is because you have negative emotions, because it literally eats negative emotions as food. That's its primary food source. So all these people that show up to the class and then they leave like 10 minutes in, 30 minutes in, and they can't be still, and they don't do anything right, and they have to adjust everything, and they're literally 20 years old or 30 years old, and I've got fucking grandma over here doing it perfectly fine. It's not physical. It's not because you physically can't do it. It's a mental, spiritual problem. You have a parasite on you. You're basically demonically possessed, and you're identifying as a voice in your head, and the voice is like talking shit about the teacher, talking shit about all the people, telling you that you're special. Oh, I need to move around like an idiot and I can't just be still. That's why you can't finish a Bikram class. You can't finish a Bikram class because you have a demon on you. This manifests as narcissism and being lazy, and you living in a constant state of negative emotions, regardless of what sort of facade that you give off to show like, ooh, look, I'm spiritual, I do yoga. No, you're in a constant cesspool of negative emotions. And the invisible demon that's its primary food source on you. The next time you come to a Bikram yoga class, and I said Bikram specifically, okay? All these other so-called yoga classes where somebody's in front of you and you can't even see yourself in the mirror and you're blasting Coldplay and the lights are off and there's like candles and shit. This is not a yoga class. In a Bikram yoga class, the lights are on, there's no music, and you can see yourself in the mirror, and there's no talking, and you don't make any loud moaning sex sounds. You breathe through your nose. And it's very disciplined and controlled and safe and sterile and constructive. And everything's lit up nice and you can see. And there's rules and you follow the rules. And then you actually do the postures. So instead of some dumbass just yelling, okay, everyone, put your foot up on your leg. And then someone's got their foot on their thigh, someone's got it on their knee, someone's got it on their ankle. It's dumb as fuck. You're not doing anything. Telling someone to put their foot on their leg is not instruction. What is instruction is thigh contracted, spine straight, stomach in, 2 hips in a line, 2 shoulders in a line, sole of the foot facing the ceiling, toes pointing up, holding your foot in an underhand grip with your left arm, putting your right foot on your thigh. Like, that's actual instruction. Or bend your body to the right. Now bring your right shoulder forward, and then your left hip forward, and upper body leans back. Keep your wrists together. No bend in the knees. Lock your knees. Push your hips. Everything I'm saying, you're actually doing. You're doing something. You're not just showing up and just doing whatever the fuck you want and doing interpretive dance and going, ah, and just being a dumb bitch. No, we're here to follow the rules and to exorcise the demons off of you so that you can leave the room after 90 minutes free of parasites, free of demons, and in a positive mood. No more negative emotions. And the reason why it works is because the demon cannot survive. It cannot survive 90 minutes of it. You can survive 90 minutes of it, but the demon cannot survive 90 minutes of it. If you have negative emotions, then just come to a Bikram class and get your shit together and don't leave, and be quiet and do your job and do your best. And when you leave, you will no longer have negative emotions, and you will have finished the class, and you'll have a better life, and you'll be happy.